Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome my first ever guest, and it is an honor. Longtime SFA professional and thespian, Tiffany Gauntt of NAC.
Hello.
Tiff, may I ask you your hometown? Or is it?
Oh, my. Well, I was born in Missouri on Whiteman Air Force Base. So my hometown technically would probably be considered Yoakum, Texas, which nobody knows. So I say it's 10 miles from Shiner, Texas. Do you know what Shiner? I know Shiner beer, of course.
Oh, and that's where the name came from.
Oh, yeah. There's a factory there.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. I've heard of Shiner Bock, and Bock must mean something because there's a beer at the Astros called Crawford Bock.
It does. John told me, but I don't remember what he said.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a beer drinker.
Well, may I ask how long you've been at SFA?
Well, you're asking me to do lots of math early on, which is a bad sign. But I've been a student since, I came as a student in 93.
Oh, okay.
And then I started working at SFA in 98.
Okay, well, that's a while, 27 years.
Yes, but I didn't actually finish my degree until 06.
Okay, well, there's no rush.
So, but yes, I've been working here since 98, so.
And you are an accomplished actor. And we all saw you in 3 plays. And the most recent was the thing with Dr. Gauntt, who just retired.
Right, I think
and
that was
one of only 5 or 6 cast members.
Right, that was called Getting Legit.
That was very good. How did you remember all those lines?
I don't know. Actually, I was really scared. The very first play that I was in out there at Lamplight was a musical, and I can't remember the name right now. I know the movie had Dean Martin in it, but I can't remember the name of the play. But lots of singing, and that's why we were asked to be in it, because somebody found out that John and I sang, and so we were both in it. And a lot of costume changes, a lot of different songs, which was great and really fun. It was super fun. I got a super high out of being on stage and making people, smile and laugh. And so then maybe a year after that, I got asked to be in one of the, not the lead, but I guess it had about six characters in it. So kind of shared leads and, of course, lines. And I said, Miss Sarah, I cannot remember. I'm not going to be able to remember lines. And she said, well, of course you are. This is Miss Sarah McMullen. And she said, you just come every day that we have practice. You look at your book while you're on stage, and we'll, what do they call it? Block your presence on stage. And by the time we get to Tech Week, you'll already know your lines, and it won't be a problem. Trust me.
When you say block, that means you only do your lines just by yourself?
No, you block your movements.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but you're looking at the book the whole time. You're learning everything, and after about 4 weeks, you kind of know them.
Wow.
So she was right. I trusted her. She was right. It was really fun, and my character was quite comical, and so that was really, what's the word? It just makes you want to do it again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's encouraging.
Yeah.
Well, that was so impressive what we saw. It was you and Dr. Gauntt and 2 minor actors that played your children. And I mean by minor, under 18.
Young.
Yeah. They were major actors, major talents. And then there was maybe one police officer that had a very short role, but you were on there just about every scene.
Yes, that was a hard one, actually, because it was the first lead role I'd ever had where I had to be angry and be in an argument and pretend to be possibly cheating on husband, and so yes, that was difficult.
Oh, it was very impressive.
But it was really good writing, so it was It was a good learning experience.
Wow, what a career! That Lamplight Theater is so wonderful. We had such a what is it? Seat about 200 or so, maybe.
Oh, I used to know how many. I think full capacity is a couple hundred or a few hundred. They're performing Oliver. Is that Oliver? Musical, children and adults and everything.
Wow.
Right now, they're working on that.
Wow, well, I admire that so much. It just seems like such a hard thing to do, and I wish more people knew about your career.
Well, it was just it was a really nice, my introduction to it. We're just having a lot of hard life at home, caring for others, and turned out to be a really good friend of mine after that. But anyway, she was over at my house for an event, and she said they needed some help backstage for, oh gosh, and I know that plays, I'm not going to think of that adult musical, but South Pacific. And they needed a lot of extra help backstage. So I did that for 2 weeks, 2 weekends. And then it was really fun. So a year later is when John and I started.
Oh, wow.
And then we did it. We performed multiple plays per year for 10 years.
Wow. That's amazing.
Kind of a bit tiring, but it was
what
really
a
fun.
career. That's interesting. Well, so few people could do that. Well, I'm so honored to have you as our first guest. And our most important guest, as it will reveal.
No. That'll be your students.
Yeah. Now, you've been in psychology since January 21, right?
Right.
And it's a large organization. We've got 12, 14 faculty, roughly 10 grad students, and 420 undergrads. And that's a lot of people to keep track of.
Yeah. But I think Dr. Hutchins does most of the work. I just kind of help.
Well, you do a great job. We're glad to have you. You're only our second administrator in many years, so glad you're joined us. Well, thanks for being on the show today. This is a rare treat. It's kind of corny. I'm not really
You're
good at it yet.
welcome, and you better edit this. Totally.
It's the unvarnished quality that makes it alluring.
Oh, okay. The dead silence, trying to remember the name of a
that's
play.
natural. I got to leave you with this. Speaking of acting, did you ever see the movie? It was 2001, A Space Odyssey.
No, I've actually never seen that.
Well, there are flubs in there that Kubrick left in there because the way he saw it, and I completely agree, is that it was authentic. So they're interviewing the astronauts on the space. By this time, they're near Jupiter, so it's, I don't know, a couple of light years away or something. And they're interviewing him, and the TV news guy is talking to one of the astronauts, and he flubs his answer, or they step on each other, the two astronauts. And they left it in there. And that was just perfect because they sort of giggled to each other and realized they screwed up. And the authenticity, I think, grabs the audience.
Yeah. And they just probably kind of kept going then,
Yes.
Because they didn't want to stop in case he wanted to keep part of that scene that they just did. So,
yeah.
But keeping it in, I guess, makes it more realistic.
It does.
Life realistic.
And I love that. And that's what, there's a TV show I loved called The West Wing. It started Martin Sheen as the president.
I've only seen a few episodes of that, but.
And it's entertaining, but it's inauthentic because everybody's witty. Everybody has the perfect rejoinder, the perfect thing to say, and it's just unrealistic.
Massive conversations while you're walking down a hall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I just don't, it was entertaining, certainly, like Star Wars was entertaining, but nobody thinks Star Wars is realistic, and I never thought The West Wing was realistic. I just thought it was, in any environment, if you have 8 people, 3 or 5 are going to be wallpaper, and the other 3 or 5 or so are going to dominate, and they won't all be so well expressed.
Well, that's the really fun part about live theater. And to be honest, I haven't done it in the last few years just because of life. But sometimes I sit back and I think, I can't believe I did that because it's live theater. If you mess up, you're on stage.
Yeah.
If you forget a line, you're on stage.
Yeah.
If someone else forgets a line or skips a line, and that's the beauty of being in some of the SFA student films, is the chance to perfect what the director, the student wants. And that's really fun, and that's challenging, and that's neat to have as a goal, and it makes you want to give them exactly what they want. Doesn't matter what you think, it matters what they want to see.
Yeah. Okay.
So it takes the pressure off of you just to try to figure out where to go in your mind to give them what they want. But the live theater is also exciting in a different way because you never know what can happen.
I see.
So that when I first started at Lamplight, it was just remember my lines, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up. And then that becomes so very stressful. And then you mess up. And you think, and it's like life flashing before your eyes. All these thoughts go on in your brain. They just start flashing, and time's a ticking, and the audience, you're aware of the audience and everybody else. And then all of a sudden another actor swoops in and saves the day and just is so witty and figures out how to fix it or move on or go back and get some lines that you missed. And so then it becomes, okay, well, take a little bit of stress off because mistakes are going to happen. I finally did, I finally had my mistake. Okay. And I lived through it and it was okay. And the audience actually didn't even know. And how cool was that? And then you all talk about it afterwards and it's all fun. And then it becomes this challenge of, could I learn to be that person?
Yeah.
Could I learn to be the person who kind of saves the moment, so to speak? And so then, I don't know, it's just this camaraderie on stage with that particular group of people, with that particular play that you'll never have anywhere else at any other time and space. And that audience. Yeah. And each audience is extremely different. And so it makes every time you do the play, so you do the play, 4 times the first weekend and 3 times the next weekend. They're all different. Yeah. Each one's its own unique entity and story.
That thing with Unteed, I'm sorry, I forgot what it's called.
Getting Legit.
How many performances did you guys have?
We did 7.
7. And that was a lengthy play. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes.
That one was one of the longest we've done. I mean, musicals are pretty long, but as far as plays, they're not quite that long.
I remember it was an hour plus on both sides of the intermission. As was the first thing we saw you in, Much Ado About Nothing.
Oh, that was.
Which was, I remember, an hour and 15 before, hour and 10 after.
Yeah. But because that was, yes. And then, of course, that was not rewritten, of course, but it was added onto by Pat Harris, who added in the muses and the songs and everything to kind of keep the story flowing and just kind of make it a little jazzier than the original Shakespeare would have been by itself. So
that's pretty sweet. I remember, gosh, how many characters are in Much Ado About Nothing? It must be 50 or something.
We had a lot. Yes.
Yeah. Well, Tiffany, I'm so grateful to you. Maybe we'll do this again. I want to talk more about your career like Jimmy Kimmel. See how much you got to reveal?
Okay, well,
it's interesting. Fun. You're the only person I know, and the only probably very few people you know that are in showbiz.
Oh, no, there are a lot of people here that are really good at it. They're just in and around town. Yeah. Some work on campus. Some are teachers in the high schools. Some are kids, of course. Well, English professor, because even though Ken wrote plays, he was in many of them, even before I came along.
So that shocked me when he retired. He's so young. He's not much older than me.
Yeah, but now I expect a lot more to come from him.
He'll...
As far as theater, I don't know that he will, but that's just me.
Wow, that's...
I know he really enjoys writing because he had a really big career, police career before.
Oh, he did?
Before he came to SFA.
That's interesting. Wow, what a transition.
Oh, you need to talk to him.
Yeah. He might have arrested me before. I've been in jail a few times.
He has a lot of good stories, and a lot of his experiences end up in his plays in different ways. Yeah. But
well, this has been fun, Tiff. We have to go to a commercial now.
Okay, I guess I should get back to work.
I wouldn't worry about that. You can stay till 6. Well, thank you again, Tiffany
Well,
Gauntt,
thank you for having me.
long-term SFA administrator and our dear friend in psychology since 2021. I didn't have electricity back then. Thank you, Tiffany.